What's up everybody? Simon here. In this video we're going to talk about something I did not know about Rolex, and I wanted to share with you guys, and you may have not known. If you checked out some of my Rolex videos here on the channel, some of the videos I've done are my Rolex collection. I've reviewed the Batman, I've reviewed stainless steel Daytonas, etc. And I'm passionate about Rolex as I feel like they're such a statement on a hand what watch you wear. This is the Panda stainless steel Daytona, excellent condition. I barely wear it, one of my favorite watches. But today we're going to talk about what the Rolex crown signifies or means, or what are the deviations in the crown itself and what does it signal. And I did not know this until I recently came across an article that talked about the different markings on the crowns. And the crown is this piece here that you unscrew to wind your watch or change the time, etc., change the date, change your world time, and all of the above. On the and how far you pull depends on what you're doing. On obviously the sky dwellers, you're twisting your dial to adjust different things. But here's the first thing. On the Rolex crown, it will signify what type of lock system you have. So for example, if you have a flat bar right underneath the crown, on the crown itself, the Rolex King crown, it will signify, a flat line will signify that's a twin lock system, but it's also a stainless steel model. If you have two symmetrical dots on your crown, they're the same shape, two dots underneath the crown. That means that you have a precious metal, such as a rose or yellow gold watch with a twin lock system. And if you have a single dot, just a single dot underneath the crown, on the crown itself or the Rolex crown wheel, that means you have a platinum model. And isn't it, guys, interesting? Comment below. This maybe helps them at the factory determine which metal is which when they're piecing things together. Or did they do it for another way to tell which watch is which? Maybe to differentiate a fake from a real watch, etc. This stainless steel model has a flat line underneath the crown. And the crown is obviously upside down on this model. I've never seen them perfect except for, I believe, the gold models. Now, if you have a trip lock system, you are going to basically have three similar dots, three dots that are going to be the same shape and size underneath your crown is going to indicate that you have a stainless steel trip lock Rolex model. If you have three dots, but the dot in the middle is bigger than the two dots surrounding it, that means you have a trip lock system, but you also have a precious metal watch on your hand, such as a rose gold or a white gold watch. Now, if the two dots are bigger on the outside than the middle dot, so you have two bigger dots on the outside, then you have a platinum trip lock system. And it's very interesting, very confusing, but I do find it to be entertaining. So here's an example of a gold Here's an example of a gold sky dweller with the Arabic numeral dial here. One of my favorite Rolexes. It's so heavy. Just holding it up like this, I don't know how much longer I can hold it. This weighs a lot. I wonder how many grams. If you zoom in on the actual crown, you'll see that not only is it upright, but it is also with the two dots. In comparison to this watch, which is not with two dots, it's a flat line. So very interesting. The Rolex Sky Dweller, I think, is the only model that has an upright crown, but we're going to go ahead and test that right now. Okay, guys, so I got a Rolex root beer for this video as well. I went and got these from the bank safe or the safety deposit box just to do this video. And you guys can see that the Rolex crown is not straight. The Sky Dweller is the only model that will have a straight crown. And as far as dots, this has the trip lock system. So it's got the dot that's in the middle bigger, while the Sky Dweller only has two dots on it. So two equal dots under the crown, and then a three dot with the middle dot configuration on this root beer GMT rose gold. So overall, very interesting. designations of these watches and what the crowns actually mean in terms of the type of material that your watch is produced with. And finally, the date 40th anniversary rose gold with the olive dial here, that has 2 dots on it as well, which indicates it's a precious metal on the crown. And the crown also is not straight. It's kind of slanted this way. To some that may bother them. To me, it just says it's not a sky dweller, I guess. I would like to see on gold watches the crown stand straight up. Rolex, are you listening? So guys, let me know what you think about the Rolex crown designations. Whether or not you knew about it, what you feel about it. Should Rolex gold watches actually have a crown that's standing up? And should it only be exclusive to the Rolex Sky Dweller versus the other gold pieces? I don't have a platinum piece, so I wasn't able to show you guys the 2 bigger circles with a smaller circle in the middle in the trip lock system, or even the 1 big single circle if you got a twin lock system. Overall, Rolex timepieces are very interesting timepieces. They're the #1 selling company. I made a video. I think they nearly did $10 billion in sales a year. A whopping amount of sales, over towering pretty much any other brand out there. You could check out that video on the channel. But the most iconic Rolexes, interestingly enough, have different locking systems, different indications on their crowns. Some crowns are not straight, some crowns have bubbles, some have straight lines, but all types of watches Rolex produces are always in demand. Let me know your favorite timepiece in the comments below. I'm actually looking for a black Panda, or not a Panda, I guess a black stainless steel to add to my collection, and in the future I hope to get it. But the Rolex watch prices have recently plummeted in the gray market, and you guys may know that and feel that, and maybe with people knowing that there'll be more availability. However, I still don't understand the Rolex concept, and I'm probably going to make a video about this. But why does Rolex have so many boutique stores with none of those boutique stores actually having any display models? Why not just have a few centralized locations, not even pay for the real estate of having a store and the employees to sit there when there's nothing to sell to a customer coming in? Or are they truly selling stuff behind our backs, so to speak, by appointments only every day to cover that location? Maybe someone that works at Rolex can chime in on the comments here. But overall, the concept to me doesn't make sense. It also doesn't make sense to me why people would wait outside in the line to enter a store to buy something, etc. But with Rolex having so many boutique locations at malls, etc., and paying for all these displays, and all these displays, whether they're paid for by the jewelry store or whether they're paid for by Rolex themselves, just to not have any inventory or nothing to sell, it's mind-boggling to me. And I just don't understand it, how they're able to pay rent if they're not selling anything supposedly. Comment below. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, there are 6 different variations of Rolex crowns, and 7 if you add the fact that the Rolex Sky Dweller is the only crown that's facing straight up from the watch, the way it should be, in my opinion. I think that should be implemented on all gold watches or precious metal watches, and they haven't done that. It's only on the Sky Dweller line. Let me know if you guys like that or you don't. Comment below anything you'd like to see watch related, and check out the Ideal Hour podcast, where we have some cool guests on the show talking about watches, cars, business, investing, and everything in between. I hope you guys check out the podcast. It's got some great guests on there. I'll catch you guys here in the next video.